PYX 106.
1-800-LAW-1010, 1-800-LAW-1010.com. On the phone, the one, the only, Paul Harding.
Morning, Paul.
Good morning. Good morning, guys. Good morning.
Paul's on to talk to us about these red light cameras. And there was a story, I think, from, News Channel 13 had it, but basically it's about a guy who says it wasn't his car. Can you give us some details,
I love
Paul?
this story. It's actually a News Channel 13 guy's car.
Employee, right?
Crazy.
Yeah, you know what? What surprised me when I read that is that there's been hundreds and hundreds of these tickets kind of given out since the inception of these red light cameras. And so, I kind of expected to hear some news before now, but what happened is it turned out to be someone who works for one of the local TV stations, got this in the mail and said, you were on this date, this time, on this street, you went through a red light. And he went online, took a look at what they thought was his vehicle. Turned out it wasn't his vehicle, not even close, and it was a smudgy license plate. So they just assumed it was him, gave him the ticket. So now he's fighting. Then he had to fight it. Now he's got to go down to the administrative building at the Albany and say, this wasn't me.
You watch this video, Paul, and it's the car in front of him that goes through the red light, and then he just stops at the red light. Like for some reason, the photograph gets taken while this guy stopped at the red light.
And I love how instead they don't have the evidence, but instead of just not charging anyone, they give him a ticket anyway. We're gonna get this money one way or another.
Yeah, and you can go down and take it care of. It's evidence. You'll be able to get that taken care of. And does this guy get reimbursed for the time he has to take off of work or the gas? Or any of that stuff,
Right. No, the theme, remember that these are tickets without points. So if a police officer sees you going through a red light, you're going to get 3 points and you're going to get a moving violation and a lot of very expensive fine. This is $50 an hour. So a lot of people just say, you know what, even if it wasn't me or I don't remember if it was me, for $50, is it worth taking the time off work and going down and fight? Because, to answer your question, no reimbursement. You could spend 4 hours down there, an hour down there, driving back and forth, missing time from work, win or lose the case, and that's the end of it. Nothing coming to you.
All right, Attorney Paul Harding from Martin Harding and Mazzotti on the phone. Now, let me ask you this, Paul: if you know that you just said that people just kind of give up and put the $50 in the mail, is the city who installs red light cameras aware of that behavior too?
I think they've got to figure out that the numbers are low enough. I mean, there's a breaking point where we'll take time off work and go down there and fight it. And it might not be $50. It might be, kind of, hey, that wasn't me. I'm going to go fight this. I've got some time on my day off. But, if it was 150 or even 100, I think you'd have more people going down and fighting it. They've kept the number low. I think they don't want to make mistakes. And if they're made aware of their mistakes, this ticket will get dismissed. But to your point, at what cost?
I can't
several
remember.
hours of somebody's time.
It was like Dan Levy who did the story or something. But he did mention in the story that there are many, many, many instances where this happens and it's caught by somebody who reviews it before sending it out.
Sure.
This guy just kind of, is one of the...
he fell between the cracks.
Yeah, exactly. Fell between the cracks. But it sucks either way.
And let's face it, not everybody's excited about going down and meeting with the police either. Or at least administrative piece. They may have other things going on in their life that says, you know what, for $50, I'd rather not go down and introduce myself to the powers that be. They just for a lot of reasons.
He's got to empty his roaches from his pocket before he goes to the police and fights his ticket.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Hey, Paul, have a great holiday, all right?